What if it all works out? What if it all works out? All of it. All the dreams, all the aspirations, all the big goals and achievements that you set out for on a daily basis, on a yearly basis, on a lively basis. What if it all worked out? I want to sit here. I want you to close your eyes with me. Just do it with me. Real sec. 30 seconds, okay? Just do it with me. Close your eyes and I want you to picture yourself driving that car, pulling up to that house, kissing the significant other, seeing the kiddos run, having the watch, having the money hit your bank account, hitting the follower count, getting the goal physique, whatever your goals may be, okay? And sit here with that feeling. Truly, truly picture this. Truly picture this within your mind and allow yourself to ruminate within the feeling of what it actually would feel like to achieve those things, and then open your eyes. Open your eyes to how it would actually feel to do so. Open your eyes to the feelings that are so deep within your soul that you actually could do what the fuck it is you set out to do. And then ask yourself, what if it all worked out? What if all of the things that we think about, that we dream about, that we journal about are actually fucking possible? They're not just something that we imagine in our head, but instead we can picture and we can craft and we can shape in our imagination, and then we can see it come real. We can see it become reality. Ask yourself, what if it all works out? Think about the people who have achieved the things that maybe you want to achieve, maybe a little bit more. Maybe they've achieved their form of success, and even though they're not in a position to where you could see that being the end goal, they're still successful in the things that they set out to do. And then look in the mirror. Why can't you do it? Why the fuck can you not do it either? You can. You can. What if it all worked out? A question I've been asking myself time and time again. But see, the thing is so many people, we hold ourselves back because we see these big, grand things that are just so unimaginable to be attainable that we just don't even think it's possible because they might seem so far down the road. Oh, we see it in our head. It's just a dream. Motherfucker, what do you mean? What if a dream became reality? What if the things that we dreamed about on a daily, nightly basis actually became our reality? What if you started to question, why not me, rather than always just being, oh, poor me? What if you started actually believing in yourself and asking yourself, what if it all worked out? What if it all worked out? The people that have done it, the people that have made these fucking grand successes and done these big things in life, they started at a fucking starting line. They started in the same spot, if not worse than where you are, wherever you're at. But what changed was they asked themselves, what if? What if it all worked out? Why not me? And instead of always just thinking about what if, they actually just fucking started. They tried it. They did it. But they stuck to it, okay? Because just starting is one piece of the puzzle. But sticking to it and consistently doing it on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis is another equation that we have to take into consideration. But I really want to instill into you, whoever's watching this, that it can happen. You can do it. You can. But you have to actually question what if it actually does work out? You know, I'm in sales. Okay, so if you're in sales too, you've heard of cost of inaction. What happens if you don't do this? What happens if you continue doing this? X, Y, Z, whatever it may be. Cost of inaction, which basically means what things are we going to miss out on, or what things are going to continue getting worse if we keep doing what we're doing. So it puts into consideration, if we don't make a change, the actual outcome that comes from making that change. And most of the time it's a negative effect, because people come to you, they're in pain. And most people in today's world, they're in fucking pain. They don't like where they're at in life. They don't enjoy their day to day. They don't truly like their life. Like, do you guys understand that? There's so many people in society, they're not happy, man. They're not. They don't enjoy life. They don't like this life. Yes, they might enjoy some aspects of it, but truthfully, they're not fulfilled. They don't love it. But yet they don't have the belief that they can actually do the things that they said they want to do. The goals and beliefs and the big aspirations that they have, man. And I want to let you know, you can fucking do it. Ask yourself, what if it all worked out? Imagine that. Imagine you actually took a fucking risk for once. Imagine if you actually told yourself, I'm going to do this thing. And even if I look stupid, even if I fucking fall on my face, I'm gonna do it time and time and time again. Until it does work out. Now, success or whatever type of outcome in terms of the positive aspect is not guaranteed. It's sure as hell a lot more likely to actually come to fruition if you go and do something about it rather than only just thinking about it. So we have to start out with, what if it all works out, man? Because yes, there is the flip side. What if it doesn't work out? 100%, it might not work out. I have so many dreams and aspirations myself. I have so many things that I think about. I'm not even a fucking fraction of a 1% of where I want to be for the dreams that I have. To some people, I'm a fucking failure. To some people, they look at me like, you're 24, you're in this spot, you're a failure. That's fine though, because I'm on my walk of life. I'm on my journey. And I know that at the end of the day, I'm willing to take a fucking risk. I'm willing to grab my nuts and go and fucking take the risk. I'm willing to jump into the water. If I drown, I drown, man. I drown. But I'd rather fucking drown than continue staying dry on land and wondering, what does it actually feel like to be in that water? What does it actually feel like to float? What does it feel like to swim? I'd much rather drown. Because I always ask myself the question, what if it all worked out? What if you took all the pain? What if you took all the sacrifice? What if you took all the long nights? And they actually happened, and they actually got you to where you're looking to go. Could you fucking imagine that? Like, the little exercise that we did at the beginning of this video, when you just close your eyes and you imagine, you picture yourself in that end state. It gives me goosebumps, man. It gives me goosebumps because it's so fucking possible. It's so possible. But you have to believe it. You have to ask yourself, how far am I willing to go in actually doing this? But the thing is you don't have to stretch yourself to the ends of every fucking world being in order to achieve something. You don't. Don't let society fool you that you have to work fucking 120 hours a week in order to even see a lick of an outcome. Absolutely, if you're Elon Musk and want to achieve the things he wants to achieve, you're probably going to have to sell your soul. I don't want to be that successful. That's not in alignment with what I want in life. Yeah, he's going to have great aspects on humanity, but that doesn't matter, man. It's about what you want. It's about what you want. You don't need to go sell your soul for 120 hours a week in order to achieve cool things, but what you do need to do is you need to start. You need to just do. Okay, a lot of people fucking do this. They talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. What if you stopped this? and you just fucking did this. You started doing it. You started walking. Instead of talking, you started walking. Motherfuckers who are walk the walk, but there's motherfuckers who talk the talk. And you know every time who the person who talks the talk is. And you know every time who the person who walks the walk is. I've been a talker. I've been a talker before. I've caught myself being a talker. And you know what? I got fucking sick of it, man. I've done some cool shit in my life, but I haven't done that coolest shit. It's the same thing with like these fucking videos. I'm not the greatest at making YouTube videos. I'm not the most confident, the most convicted, the most articulate speaker in the world, but I sure as hell am gonna die trying. I want to get better. Okay, I want to become more clear with the way I speak. I want to speak with more brevity. I want to speak with more conciseness in terms of the way that I actually formulate sentences and construct ideas and be able to use my brain to fucking convey ideas to you guys and the things that I think about. And I have all these big goals too, and I ask myself all the time, what if it works out? What if it actually works out, man? Could you imagine that? You know how cool that would be? If it actually worked out? Ask yourself, man, what if it actually worked out? You know, I got a grandpa who's on kind of his deathbed now. Truthfully, he's kind of on his deathbed. And it makes me think to myself, man, what happens if you go your whole life and you get to that point and you ask yourself, what if I actually tried it? What if I actually tried it instead of just knowing you tried it? I would rather ask, what if it works out? Which is future tense, to actually put yourself into action to go try it, rather than the past tense and say, what if it worked out? I would much rather have it, what if it works out, try it, and fucking fail, than never try anything and ask, what if it worked out? And I'm not saying my grandpa is asking those questions, but it made me really put into perspective that time is so crucial. My grandpa, your parents, my parents, they were all in a position when we were young. Even if you're not young watching this and you still have time on your hands, what if it works out? Don't go your whole life wondering what if, to then when it just becomes a regret. Rather, go your whole life trying, thinking about the what if, that it does work out. What if I keep trying and keep trying and keep trying? What if it does work out? Because it could. It could. Have it be future tense, not past tense. Be the motherfucker that actually just does it for once. Now, I really urge you to just do that exercise a little bit more often, guys, and just really actually think about if you can make it happen. How would that actually feel? 2026, it's time to start really getting specific and precise with our goals and actually going after them. I know you guys have what it takes, but I can't believe it more than you. Go make it happen. Because at the end of the day, what if it works out? Y'all know I love you.